What's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's number one urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks and sometime Chris Walker, coming to you live from Houston, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And today is Thursday. We consider that Baby Friday because the Chop Shop is not aired on Friday. So we just call this our Baby Friday. But guess what? We're going to have fun today. It's just so many topics I want to talk about. Y'all, I'm just, what I'm going to do? I'm starting five. I need y'all ready. Starting five. And if the starting five don't have a question, I'm going to go on to the next one. But if the starting five, I'm interested because sometimes I just want to hear what are y'all thinking about sometime. You follow me? So I want to hear what must start. Let me make sure everybody share the show. This price of admission is share the show. Let me go and share the show right now. I was a little bit behind because I was getting some reading in, y'all. I like to get my reading. I had to get some reading in, and I had to stop. I didn't want to stop, but I had to stop for the show because I got to make sure y'all are. But interesting topics. I mean, interesting books. I'm not going to share with you the book right now, but just know I'm reading. I'm getting some stuff going. But let me look. Oh, Larry Etienne said he bought some. Let me talk to my starting five. Let me talk to my starting five first. Let me tell you who you are first. Then you can. But anybody else, if you got something you really want to talk about, and let's talk about it. Oh, starting five. Darryl Barnes. I saw him last night. Thaddeus Moody is in the building. Jeremy Davis. D. Holcomb. My take Cora is the starting five. Eric Boone is the sixth man of the night. What's up, Eric? What's up, Alex? Let me look on my other devices and make sure nobody was hiding from you up there. Let me make sure. Yeah. Sonya, I saw you in there. I saw you. See you, Paul Miranda. What's up, baby? Let's see. Simeon, I see all of y'all. I see Sonya. I see Paul. I see Derek Lang. My nephew is in the building. I just love when my family's in the building. He lives in Memphis, so we got people in Memphis, on the feed. We got people in Chicago, Memphis. I'm just going all the way down. Let me see what else we got. D White is in the building. Larry Etienne said he received 2 bottles of wine last night. Wow, that fast? Awesome, Larry Etienne. Tell me how it tastes. Give me a video. Y'all send me a video to Chop Shop HTX. ChopShopHTX@gmail.com. Let me just send me a little video. Just show me, just short one now. Just telling me how you enjoyed the wine. I'm interested in it because we're gonna talk about that a little later too. What was it? Hey, Lady Baron, how you doing? Dale Griggs is in the building. Dale, what's going on? Somebody said where Brooklyn at? Oh, they just lost it, man. You wrong for that. That is Moody. Y'all just ain't right, man. You know you ain't right for that, Dad. But that's all right. Hey, Jessica, Daryl Anderson. Y'all know I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all got to hold up just a minute, but I want to talk to my people. Prayers up for DeMar Hamlin for waking up and communicating with his family. I've been reading today. I didn't know that. Thank you, Jeremy. If that's happening, I haven't seen that yet because I haven't been on watching the news. I haven't doing none of that. Chris Donaway is in the building. What's up, Chris? What are your thoughts? Let me see. Paul Miranda, you close, but I got to find Sonya. Hey, Sonya, I got you. I didn't pin yours. Happy Founders Day to the brothers of Kappa Alpha Psi. Yeah, happy Founders Day, y'all. Hey, Patrick Punch. Let me see. Sonya says she waiting on. I know, son. Man, I can't wait for Sonya. Sonya gonna make the best video. But let me, Darryl Barnes, Thaddeus Moody, Jeremy Davis, D. Holcomb, and Mate, put a question up there that you want, a topic that's pressing on your heart that you want to share with us on the Chop Shop today. Okay? All right. I got to start that starting five. Y'all started the show off. So I want to know what I got you, Paul. I'm gonna get yours, but you kind of behind that crew. So I'm gonna try to get theirs in, but I got you, Paul. I'm gonna get you in there, baby. Let's see what else. Let's see what else. Let me see. Anybody else said something? Let me see what somebody else. D said, I ordered my bottle of wine Tuesday night and received it Wednesday afternoon. Oh my goodness. What? Mate said she woke up and saw that this morning. Yes, Demar. Oh, Demar, you know how I've been praying for you, Demar. You got Robert Young. I got these two friends, Robert Young and Eric Boone. They be trying to see who gonna be the first one on. I love that. Hatter, they just announced he's holding and squeezing family members' hands. You know I got something to talk about. Thank you. Hatter, I saw the way you looked. Hey man, no. I wasn't looking at the game. We was at the basketball game last night. I'm gonna tell you about how the TSU and Grambling went last night. I'm gonna tell you about it in a minute, man. Let me get those that situation up because I got this. I think I got the final statistics. Hold up, y'all. Let me just make sure. Y'all, they give you so many pieces of paper, and bless their little heart. They give you a lot. Second period. I mean, they give you a lot of stuff. Let me see. Please let this be the first. No, I just go. Great game last night, man. I guess I can start there. Robert had his trending. Jerome Tang is trending heavy on Twitter. I just on your algorithm because you always talk about him. That is Moody. I found out. I'm gonna go on my Twitter right now, right? See, it's on your algorithm. If you talk about him and you probably follow him, it's trending on your thing. Like right now, he's not trending on mine. You follow me? So he's not trending heavy on Twitter. Your algorithm, because you probably follow him, you probably follow Kansas State, so it's trending on your Twitter. That is moving. I had to learn that the hard way because he's not trending on mine. Yeah, he's not trending heavily on mine. Okay, I just wanted to let y'all know that in case you didn't know, it's all about what you search and what you search and what you do. But back to NCAA basketball. Let me get to my swag. Let me get to my swag. Let me click on my swag. Yes, swag is back. Unique new time last night. Tang doing his thing. Of course, Tang is doing his thing. Rick Brown. I just said Rick Brown that I was answering. Let me put it up there so you can see what happened. Okay. Let me so you can see what I am answering to. Okay. Rick Brown. That is Moody said. Robert Hatter. Jerome Tang is trending very heavy on Twitter. And you come back and said Tang is doing his thing. I know that. But he wasn't trending on my Twitter. Okay? On my Twitter, let me tell you what's true. Mike McCarthy. Because what? I'm into politics. He's talking about being neurologically intact because I'm always talking about medical stuff. They talking about Austin Reeves because what? I follow the Lakers. ESPN, Toto Wolff because what? I follow Toto Wolff is the shut up, Siri. Toto. I'm just giving y'all just a little information in case you didn't know. Toto, because I follow Formula One. Toto is Lewis Hamilton, boss, and what else? Kevin Durant, Formula One, AFC Championship, Steven Silas, Draymond Green. Those are the things that are trending on my Twitter. I haven't seen it. That's all I was trying to explain to him. Let me tell you something. Share the show, but shout out to Eric Boone. Eric Boone supported, now watch me, and Darryl Barnes. It might have been some other of y'all. Supported HBCUs on Monday and Wednesday. Monday and Wednesday. I salute to you, gentlemen. Think about, I just needed about 400 or 500 more of us in there last night to see and witness this great man. Y'all got to understand. Y'all got it good. Y'all got to understand. I'm from Memphis. We had Lemoyne on, but we didn't have no TSU. You follow me? I didn't even know nothing about HBCUs when I was a young man. So listen, listen. We got an HBCU in this town. There's no reason for you not to make that a family visit, a family outing to that campus. There's no reason, especially if you're a black person. I'm just gonna expect. It's no reason for you to say I haven't been to a SWAC game. You got plenty of time because they're out of town this week. Let's shout out to Daryl Barnes brought a family for the people. Eric Boone brought his nephew. Let me tell y'all something. The nephew told him that one of the best experiences he had. These moments in time, we can't get these back. You sharing with your family. It's unbelievable. It's nothing like it. Take it from a guy who went to a PWI. I promise you, them guys was going up and down the floor last night. I was saying, man, I wish I could play. Man, I wish I can play. Yes, the Prime. He gonna talk about more than Jackson State now. Prime didn't just do it for Jackson State. I think they got 2 episodes at Jackson State. Now they film it out in Colorado now. You probably already know that, Paul Miranda. But the TCU and Baylor game, I missed it because I was there. But it was fire. What was fire about it, Corey Willis? Talk to me. Tell me what it was fire about. Tell me what it was fire. I know it was close, but the fire. Tell me. I think I was at the best game last night. Grambling, TSU down 3 of their best players. And fought. Let me tell you something. I just salute to these young men. I'm gonna call all of these guys' names out. I'm sorry. Y'all just got to hold up. Y'all just got to humor me. Y'all got to humor me. But let me tell you something. Shout out. No, hold on. I got something down. Where my blue folder? I got something down. I got to do this, y'all. I'm sorry. I shout out to Isaiah Marin. 6'6" guards from Phoenix, Arizona on TSU team. Davon Bonds, Memphis, Tennessee. PJ Henry, he's injured. Shout out to you, young man. Chris Craig, walk on from Denton, Texas. Walk on, was in the rec center, hooping and killing everybody, and got a chance to walk on. Chris Craig. Jordan Carl Nicholas, he was hurt last night. One of the best players in the SWAC. I'm giving y'all these names because I want y'all to know these are great young men. Jordan Gillum of Houston, Texas. He went to UC Riverside, and he's a grad transfer. Zyterius Mortal, Mr. Excitement, freshman, Alexandria, Louisiana. Sunrise Christian. He went to Shadow Creek. He played on some of the summer teams around here. Kobe Granger, the athletic directors, and the vice president. Kevin Granger's son. Keelan Farouk, our own Germatized, who went up to Hampton and said, Hampton, you ain't got it, and came back down here. And he was inserted in the starting lineup last night because of injuries. Got to shout, he's the young cat who came on, did the Germatized commercial for us. Entrepreneur and great young man and a great basketball player. Shakir O'Neal, Shaq's son. He's getting better and better and better and better. John Walker III and Grayson Carter. Grayson been hurt a lot. I mean, yo, we just can't get over the injury bug. Just can't get over the injury bug. And let me shout out to my girls. Oh, I love the Lady Tigers. I love them. Let me shout them out. Y'all tell them I shouted them out on the Chop Shop today because they ain't going to do this on no other show. No other show. They ain't going to do this on ESPN. They ain't going to do this. But I'm shouting them out today. Michael Gray. Oh, my goodness. All I'm telling y'all ain't coming to that first game. You got the Michael Gray is must-see TV. Zyterius Mortal is must-see TV. We got 2 freshmen. We got on the men's team and the women's team. That must-see TV. Remember that name again. I'm telling you one more time. Michael Gray from Oklahoma City. We got Tanaya Lawson. We got Elisa Knight. That's Curtis Knight, former UCLA player. That's his daughter. And Trey Knight, he played at Austin. That's her brother. Cameron Bates, the little point guard from Marietta, Georgia. I mean, I love it. I love her energy. Jada Belton. I can't wait to watch her progress on how good she's gonna be. 6'4" guard forward from Baltimore. Dontaria Brown from Huntsville, Texas. Michaela Davis, Alexandria Myers, Zion Reynolds, Jalen Compton, Tania Hill, Mary Mahapo, and Anella Thomas. Let me tell you something. I'm shouting out all of those girls because y'all probably ain't never heard of these young ladies' names. Let me tell you something. I know y'all be trying to get there for the boys' game, but you know I like y'all do in high school. But in college basketball, that Michael Gray, y'all better go right now while y'all can, because they're going to pack this. Hey, y'all, listen to me. Y'all better start going to these games now, okay? I'm just letting you know. I'm just helping you out. Good afternoon. Hey, Belinda, how you doing? Belinda, let's see where else I'm going. Let me see. Oh, did nobody else put a question up there? Let me go to Paul McGrath. Paul McGrath asked a question. What are your thoughts on whether the NFL should cancel the Buffalo Cincinnati game? My thoughts. That's a good one. My thoughts. I think they should play the game. They just got to figure out a way to get it done. I think they should play the game. And y'all got to understand, a lot of those people refuge, and a lot of those kids' identity, a lot of those people are livelihood, everything. If let me tell you something. They're caught up. It's within that sport. I know, but the game, that particular game, Paul, has so many implications that affects other teams. So, but it's not my job. That's why they pay Roger Goodell. It ain't my job to do it. It's a hard job, but guess what? Always remember, Paul Miranda, they always got that 1 week. They wait for 2 weeks. It's a 2-week span to the Super Bowl. So we got a dead week. And all I can say is push everything back a week. You just have to start the Super Bowl that week after the last game. You follow me? Instead of waiting 2 weeks to the Super Bowl. It's a dead week. Nothing they do media, just do nothing. Just talk, run their damn mouth all week. So what you do is just push after the season is over. That next week, those two guys play that game. Because that game got so many far-reaching implications. Because this guy, if this guy win, he goes there. If this guy lose, he goes there. So what they can do, because let me help you out. Until recent history, the Super Bowl used to play the next week after the division championships. So that it's been done before. So we just got to figure out whether they, how they're going to do it. It's not as bad as it seems. It's possible because it has been done before. Play the division the conference championships, and the next week play the Super Bowl. Until recent history, when they try to, they always trying to pump up stuff and media this and media and pump up and get the sponsors and stuff, all of that kind of stuff. So that's what I can see, Paul. Paul, that's the best way I can answer it, Paul. I mean, because it's got so many far. Dale Griggs got boards. Everybody got that. People, I know it's sports. Y'all got to understand, it's a violent sport. I came on here telling y'all about race norming about about 2 years ago, and y'all didn't understand. I was just telling y'all about the NFL don't care about these. I've been telling y'all this, and I know y'all been saying, but guess what? They didn't stop. Y'all noticed this year? Have y'all noticed that I don't even care about the picks no more? Have anybody noticed that? I don't care. I'm not. No. I love the NFL just like y'all do. But I'm not going to spend that much time on this show doing picks. Don't know more for them. I got to share some with y'all. I'm going to share some with y'all since we went there. Y'all got to share this show because I know some of y'all heard this already. Yes, but yeah, thank you, Thaddeus Moody. I did mention it. I know what they're doing. I know what they did to the black players because some of the players I know the courts awarded billions of dollars to go to the CTE patients, the people who had CTE, and guess what? They were limiting if you was black. They talk about your cognitive level wasn't that high in the first place, so your damage ain't that bad because you was that bad in the first place, so it ain't that bad. So they don't do your claim and just keep putting it off until these guys just die. They were doing this to us, so how can I come on every Thursday and brag about them? I just felt bad. Y'all gotta understand, in this industry, 30 years, I've represented NBA players and NFL players. Let me tell you something. NFL, I love that industry. You know why I love that industry? Because this is the only American industry that employs I put it like this, that makes they make the most black millionaires than any other American industry. The NFL. It does. But you can't spend that money if you're dead. Your way of life. So I've been conflicted. I've even said it on the floor. I've been conflicted. Because yes, I'm going to try to get the most money I can. I always tell people, they used to get mad at me. Man, let me tell you something, son. I tell all these guys, the NFL means not for long. When I go in there, that's why that's why sometimes I don't get I'm not going to get every player, because every player, I'm going to come in there. I'm not finna come in there. Listen, I'm not finna come in your house and tell you no whole lot of lies. I'm just telling you, and some of these guys do, and they get you guys. And they get you mamas, and you get them. They get them. And I'm not telling no player not to play in the NFL. Don't do whatever but understand the risk. Understand the risk. I tell those players. I sit here and I listen to them. I mean, I never forget one of the guys. He said, "Mr. Hatter, you keep talking, but Mr. Hatter, I'm already gonna sign with you. I already like you. But where's the briefcase?" I said, "What briefcase?" "The briefcase with the money. Everybody else done brought me money." Doug Smith, I ain't never ran out of an apartment that fast in my life. I thought I was being set up. That same kid that I'm talking about right now was caught up in a scandal. It's caught up in a scandal. I'll never forget it. I walk in there, Doug. I walk in there. This, all this stuff's gonna be it's in my memoirs. So it's gonna be, you understand, I walk in there, I talk to your family. I tell your kid, I said, pull out a piece of paper. I said, pull out a piece of paper. I said, look, I'm gonna give you I'm gonna give you some numbers. I'm gonna give you this number. 78. He write it down. He said, "What that mean, Mr. Hatter?" I'm in their house. They're interviewing me. Well, I'm giving them my presentation. How I want my company to represent them. I said, look, let me tell you something. I'm finna give you something. 78. He said, what's the number 78? I said 78% of all football players after 2 years removed are not playing in their sport, are broke, unemployed, bankrupt, unemployed, divorced, not doing good. 78%. Then I give him another one. I said 92. He said, why, Mr. Adams? What's 92 mean? He said, I said, and 92% of the black players, the 78 was all players in the NFL. 92 was the black ones. I said, what color are you? I'm black. I said, so you see 10 guys on that field, 9 of them gonna be in bad shape. Then I go and say 0. He said, what 0 mean, Mr. Hatter? I said, the guys that came with me and stayed with me, 0% of them are broke, unemployed. It might be divorced. I can't stop them from being divorced. But they still got their bread. They still living in $1 million mansions. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10 years removed from their sport. 0. So when I hear stuff, man, I'm hearing stuff. Y'all got to understand, this young man, he might not ever be able to play again. He was a 6th round draft choice. He probably got $150,000 signing bonus, and probably got an $800,000 salary. But guess what? If he not able to come back next year, he gets nothing else. Nothing else. I'm gonna share some with y'all. First of all, I want to talk about. I'm gonna give y'all hold that, but I want to talk about Solomon Bryant, partnered with this wine company by Kelton Solomon. I'm just so proud of it. Some of y'all got the wine already, but I want to share something that a young lady posted. And let me see, did I find it? I want to share something about the wine. I had to post this. I had to let y'all see this.
Finished my shower and I'm ready to actually drink the wine. I already poured the glass so I wouldn't have to do it on video. Solomon and Bryant. But the little cork thing, it's glass.
I really think these college corners have come up in a way.
I can't even throw that thing away. It's like so awesome. So this is the cranberry wine. And this is the taste test.
So I still think as a rookie he's adjusting to the game and been called a few times tonight on these pass interference and holding calls.
Second round pick out of
Damn.
Auburn.
That shit is good. That shit is good. I have never had a cranberry wine before. Wow.
Malik Davis, rookie on rookie.
Y'all, I forgot to tell y'all. I want y'all to highlight. The cork is glass. It's unique. Usually corks are corks. This cork is made of glass. And you can replace it. It's so much thought went into this wine, man. So shout out to Solomon Bryant. If you want the wine, just SolomonBryant.com. Solomon Bryant. Wait till you get him. Y'all just let me know. That's why I'm chopshophtx@gmail.com. Send me videos. Let me know. I am interested. Let me tell y'all something, man. I said, boy. Paul said he can't wait. That's what this thing all about, man. This thing all about. But let me get back. let me get back. Let me get back to the business I said. Share the show. See why I tell you to share the show? See, if we share this show enough and enough people know and enough people bought that wine, oh my God. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. You follow me? So let's go. It's gonna be. I might stop because I might want to talk about it a little bit, but this one kind of got to me yesterday. Because I'm gonna go back and forth. I'm gonna give you both sides because I'm blessed. I've been blessed to be on both sides. So check this out.
I just don't believe that the league was never considering continuing the game.
I'm gonna keep it real. We in left field. We in left field. I'm kind of hot right now too. I'm kind of hot because we do this every freaking time something happened on this field. Everybody want to pivot and act like they. I done heard people talking about, just the mental health of the players, and yeah, you could die. They don't even know they could die out here. We sit here and talk about this stuff every single time. Schedule remakes, how we gonna make it up, what the league feels about it. I don't give a damn what the league feels about it. Keep it real. Why we don't talk about the stuff that matters? This young man, you wanna know how what this you need to know about him? He's 24 years old, right? He got a contract for $160,000. That's his bonus. And he earns $825,000 this year. You say, G. Bush, why are you talking about this man's money? Because guess what? He's been in the league 2 years. That means he's not vested. That means if he never plays another down in his life, he don't get another check for the NFL. Let's be clear about this. You got to play 3 to 4 years before you even sniff a pension. So all this heartwarming and prayers and condolences don't do nothing for that boy's mom that got to go home, look at her son, and he might need extensive care for the rest of his life. And you know what the NFL will tell you? Well, we'll look out for the people like him. No, you won't. No, you won't. Let's talk about the disability policy for the NFL, right? They moved it from $22,000 a month to $4,000 in the last collective bargaining agreement. Did you know that the NFL has a private board that reviews all aspects with their doctors and with their neurologists and their specialists? They can deny benefits even if Social Security deems you to be permanently disabled. The league can come back and then say, the government is they're experts, but let's take it over so we don't pay anything out. Only 15% get approved by Social Security. The league says that number should be lower. Get that, 15% of the people who apply for.
Did y'all know that? I hate to play other people's stuff, but I just did not want to just repeat all of that young man stuff verbatim. Somebody texted me this yesterday. I'd already went over it. Somebody texted me that said, Robert, is this true? I said, absolutely. 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 Y'all see how I'm knowing this stuff, man? That's why I don't have D. White Thursday and poor Lori. Lori, thank you so much, Lori, for sitting there and doing. I don't care about the NFL picks. I talk about them here and there. But it's more. Rick, it's just, I just wanted to stop and talk to y'all for a minute. I'm finna give y'all some more. This real. Let me catch you. Hold up.
I just don't believe that the league was never considered.
And what the league can come back out. Get that, 15% of the people who apply for disability in this country, I know, I was a disability expert. It's very low. I submitted over almost 250,000 applications in 1 year one time. I know. Since the CTE settlement, only 6.5% of the settlement has been paid, according to the admin's website. I looked it up yesterday. And 60% of the claims have a qualifying diagnosis but have not been paid.
I hope y'all listening. I hope y'all taking notes. I'm gonna let him continue. Let me put my face on there. I want to let this play, but I want y'all to just see his ugly butt. Let me put me up there a little bit. Let me find my look at old Rob. Look at old Rob. Y'all look at old Rob. Hold on, let me change cameras. I got several cameras. I'm gonna change to my other camera. Watch this. See, change to my other camera. I got more than one cameras around here now. Okay, so let's hear him talk some more. Let's see him.
Let's talk about this. They're also moving the pension. And that pension, he got to make it to 55. He's 24.
Mindy, I'm glad you said that. Don't believe SHIT. Let me put this on the board so we can see. Watch it. Mindy, I put you over me. See, Mindy, I heard the NFL acknowledge that he was a 2-year player and didn't qualify for benefit and said they would make sure he's taken care of. Oh, okay, Mindy, I got you, baby. I didn't hear you laugh. Yeah, you're right. They ain't gonna do nothing, Mindy. They ain't gonna do nothing. This man showing you why they ain't gonna do nothing. Look at Doug. Doug said there's almost a new suit popping up every day. Look at Tina. Tina said, yes, it's in the bylaw. But I said, Troy, let me tell you something. Troy Benson worked for him. Let me help you out, Tina. Tina, Troy Benson worked for them. I know it, Mindy. I got you, baby. Tina, Troy Benson worked for them. Tina, Troy did. He works up under Roger Goodell. Look at Doug. Y'all got a guy right here. I see, Tina, I didn't say that, but look what Doug said. I didn't say this because I know Troy. Doug says this. Tina, I'm just trying to help you out. Don't be listening to these damn guys coming on there talking, that black facing coming on there talking. Don't you be listening to that. That's all. I'm just trying to, y'all, I want y'all to start, like Joe Madison said, I want you to listen with a third ear and look with a third eye. All right? All right. Okay. All right. Tina, I got you, baby. I got you. Hold on. Let's go. We're going to talk. Uh-oh. Stop it, Doug. You're going too far now, Doug. You're going too far. I like Chris Paul. Chris Paul don't work for the NFL's office, NBA's office, though. That's the difference. All right. Watch this.
And they've moved that between 3,000. They moved it down to 3,000 when it was 5,600 a month. And the last stat that you should know about is the Bills owner Terry Pegula owns the Sabres as well as the Buffalo Bills, and his net worth is $6.7 billion. My question to you is, NFL, when do salaries become guaranteed? If you know these young men are going out there and they could die on that football field, I don't give a damn what you thought.
Let me tell y'all something. That kid could have died on that field. I don't want y'all to go listen to. That's why I know y'all gonna have to listen to them people on them shows. I know y'all do. I ain't mad at y'all. That boy, the reason, talking to several players that was on that field, Robert, he was lifeless. His heart stopped. They had to revive him. Shannon. The kid, heart stopped. Let me keep going.
And prayers are, do the right thing. I just heard Aditi say it 7 times. This is a savage sport. Men are dying every week. And you covered that up during CTE, and now you want to act like you the top of the food chain because you got the CPR people on the field on time? That's the least you should do. You're not gonna pay that man's you're not gonna pay that man's tuition for his kids. You're not gonna give him no disability money. You gonna do nothing. All you do.
Let me stop. Y'all hold on. Tina said, Hatter, but the tone of his voice, saying it's time for a change. But he don't have no power to change. He works for those 32. The only person can change it is the 32. You know the 32? The 32 owners. One of them, he talking about Terry Pagula. Billionaires. Troy Vincent don't have the power to change nothing. I repeat, he has the power to change nothing. They just putting him out there to pacify us. Let me finish. We're almost done.
Collect them big checks, and we go play fantasy footballs, and I hear these dudes' thoughts and prayers for a whole damn 2 hours. Y'all don't care about them kids. These young black kids is putting on the line. And you telling them what they put on the line ain't worth it because you know why? Because you don't want to pay for somebody that's broken and battered and can't take care of themselves because
they don't want to take the CTE thing. I told y'all about what they're doing with the CTE. They was hoping them guys die so they don't have to pay them. I talked about this on this show. Tina was before you came. They were hoping, they set and hold you and let you keep bringing back. You got to keep coming back. You got to keep coming back. A lot of them guys just passed away and died. So now it's an argument now. Do the families inherit that money? Because they was trying to keep the NFL don't even, they award, and think about it. They ain't paid out on none of the stuff yet. The judge said, look, you got to put this money and pay these kids. They pay people when they want. They got their own little board. Wait, let's see what he got. Let's see what he got. Let's see what he got. Yo, this NFL, I love this game. But this game hurt me when I have to hear these and talk to these people who telling me about, y'all, I told y'all, when that man told me he looked healthy as hell, and he told me, I don't know what's going on inside of my body. I said, Charles, you look good. He said, man, but I don't know what's going on inside of my body. He said that for a reason. He played the same position that boy did. He used to hit them people as hard as that boy did. Charles played safety in the end of his career. He used to just throw his body into people. Go back and look at some of his highlights. That's why he told me, Robert, I don't know what's going on. Let me keep going. Got a minute left. Watch.
Cost you money. So it is all about money. And I ain't heard nobody talking about no contracts. And they sitting up here cashing these checks. We worship these owners. They do anything they want to. Anything. And as long as the product is good, we salute it. I'm pissed off today because ain't nobody talking about the real stuff. There's people out there, players are saying they just want to wait for us to die.
Absolutely.
I like the NFL just like the rest of y'all, but I'll be damned if I'm going to sit up there and pat Roger Goodell on the back for running this organization the way he does. They run it like a criminal organization. Sick of it. I'm tired of that, man. I just had to get that off my chest because all this stuff, you ain't talked about what this boy going to go through. This kid could be damaged the rest of his life, and we talking about making up games. I don't care about making up no damn football games.
Bernie Kosar is the one.
Watch this, y'all. Watch this. Watch this. He can finna check. He finna do the Robert Hatter right now. Watch this. Watch this, y'all. Just watch this. Jason, I'm telling you, Jason. Jason. Before I give you to Jason, I was there. When the man could never practice, he was playing for Oakland. He couldn't practice because his toe was messed up. So what? He took a shot every Sunday to be able to play. He never practiced. But he's so damn good, he had to practice. The man made All pro without practice. Had to shoot his toe up. Let me finish.
Said that. You mentioned the players said they're waiting for us to die. I thought about that conversation we had with Bernie on this very set about the league not properly taking care of these gladiators that have churned out billions of dollars for these owners.
Yeah.
And
part of that
Bernie
is honestly, part of it is a failure of the leadership of the players' union.
That historically has been a problem.
Do the right thing. It don't take you or you to twist my arm to do something I should be doing for my players regardless. Everything ain't a negotiation. You getting billions. You can die today. That's a sliver of these people just want basic health care. We talk about $4,000 a month, boo. They don't need no players association to do the right thing by their players. It's called do the right thing, period.
That's it. That's it. Thank you, young man. Thank you, young man. Garrett, thank you. I was going to paraphrase it for him, but I said, I need y'all to hear this. He stopped that dude. That dude went to talking about the Players Association. Y'all, you know why he's talking about the Players Association. Because guess what? The Players Association ran by a black dude. He got his shortcomings. He just ain't a big enough crook. If he was a crook, he could out-crook the crooks. Y'all, we got 32 owners that are billionaires. They don't think about us. Just like them people fighting in Congress yesterday. All of that line. Man, I got tired of hearing that damn line and turn it off. I got to hear it because listen to some of it. But I just, the confirmation, grandstanding. Oh, my God. And we vote for these damn clowns. But, I just wanted to put it out there plainly so y'all can see. I mean, what y'all think? Is this, I know it's been a surprise to you because sometimes notice how I used to talk about these things. And I know some people was just wondering why Robert don't want to do the picks no more. I was conflicted. I'm serious. I was just conflicted, man. Because this game, I've loved this game that helped me and my family. This game that helped a lot of people. I've helped a lot. This game, let me tell you something. But if it ain't right, man, it just ain't right. But we gonna watch it. See, Mindy already can't wait to Thursday night to watch it on Amazon Prime, which is good. I just don't watch it like I used to. I tape it, because they're all on automatic tape. I ain't undid. I tape it, but I haven't went back and watched nothing but Thomas Edward, Patrick Brady. That's all. Thomas Edward, Patrick Brady. That's I'm sorry. So it's unique, man. I mean, I just wanted to share that with y'all. But guess what? I got another one. I got another point of view I want to share with y'all. Okay. I got another point of view. Y'all gonna say, this the advantage of having a talk show, because I want to be able to talk about both sides. Alex Cicero said, Robert, look at Mindy. Boy, I love that lady, man. How do the NFL players' insurance salary protections compare to the NFL? It's no comparison. It's a whole lot of red tape. I take 2 hours to tell you that, man. It's just no comparison. It's no comparison. Now, the team protects the players for themselves if that player get injured, for their salary protections. But this young man gonna have a hell of a bill when he get out of this. This kid didn't make that much money, man, compared to in 6 rounds draft choice, man. What do boxers get in terms of insurance? I don't know what boxers get. I'm messing with you, Mindy. Come on now. What up, Trey? Trey Phillips know everybody, man. If it's a girl basketball player, Trey Phillips know him. I met the young lady last other night at the game. Y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Can I tell y'all a secret? Don't tell nobody. Man, did I tell y'all how fun it is to just go to an HBCU game? Did I tell y'all that? I'm serious. I was in there last night, calling the game, but y'all, I was just so into the game. If y'all heard me on the broadcast, I mean, yes, I'm a homer. I don't care nothing about no other team but TSU. But I love the competition. Them young men who've been looked over and people talk about this and went to these other universities. I call it portal comeback. Got that stole that from somebody on Chris Walker's show. Jameson says something has got to change, but unfortunately, we always have young poor boys who are trying to escape to rescue their entire family. Absolutely. Absolutely. Willie said, thanks for sharing. Willie Sullivan, a season ticket holder. Boy, this lady is something else, man. This lady, Mindy Collins, y'all, see, she can't help it. She can't help it. But y'all, and it ain't for me, y'all. I'm just telling y'all, it's gonna be hard for me to start going to these high school basketball games and watching all that bad basketball. I love you, little Johnnies. I'm gonna go see the ones that I like and know. But this high, yo, I know I've been to high level basketball games. I've been to the highest level. But this SWAC, wow. Intense every moment. And I can't keep y'all. I can talk about the SWAC all day. I can just talk about, because y'all got to understand. I'm like a guy with a new toy. Y'all had this all the time and had access. I mean, I've had access. I could have went to TSU game. If somebody had a talk to me the way I'm talking to y'all, maybe I would have been going to all the TSU games all the time. You follow me? My little cousin had a ball last night. I know it. It was their first college game. Them kids, I saw them smiling. Not to switch the vibe, but I greeted to, hold on. Not to switch the vibe, but I greeted to know what you think about. I talked about that yesterday, Dwayne, about I explained the whole thing. See, I explained the whole thing in the court documents yesterday. Punching and jumping in high school. The kid threw a ball and hit him in the face first. And Morant is 23 years old. The kid was 17. At Morant's house, they get in an argument and you throw the basketball. Have your ass ever got hit in the face with an NBA basketball? And he knocked his little ass down. And the little boy left there talking about, I'm going to spray this whole place. I'm going to fire your house up. So I talked. I mean, I saw that yesterday. So Dwayne, you didn't switch it. You didn't switch the vibe. I mean, you could talk about anything on the show. You didn't switch the vibe. I just wanted you to know we talked about it yesterday. Do me a favor and go back. I'm trying to see. I don't know what part of the show it was at. Just go back and watch the show tomorrow. But it was yeah. You come over my house, we get into an argument. You don't throw it, hit me in the face with the basketball. I might smack your little ass down too. You follow me? You know, Dwayne, for real. Dwayne, just think about it. Somebody come over your house. You got people out there. Man gonna throw and hit you in the face with the ball. That's one of the most disrespectful things on the basketball court. You follow me? That's what happened. But no, that was a good one. I like that, Dwayne. But we talked about it yesterday. But, that's what happened. Guess what? Listen to me, Dwayne. Ain't nothing going to happen from that case. The people in Memphis, don't listen. That city there don't play about their athletes. Not happening. Not happening. Chop Shop. Had I caught the game on YouTube Live, gave you a shout. Man, hey, Jay, man, thank you, man. I did. Jay, man, we just be having fun. What's up there, Todd? Where you been, man? But what else? I had something else for y'all. We was talking about something. I was gonna go. Oh, let me give you another side. He said one of my high school teammates was officiating last night. Ross Cullins. No place but HBCU. A line dance breaks out during timeout. Man, hold up. Who was that said something? Somebody said it was some guys was dancing behind us, right? But then in the whole, what y'all call it, the Greek dancers, right? I mean, the boy. See, y'all gotta understand. I just have recent knowledge of the Divine Nine. Didn't nobody. My sister was a Delta, and that's the only one in our family. None of my brothers. We didn't talk about that in my house, right? So I did. We didn't talk about it. So I don't know. So they was just in the aisle, and I was just saying, God damn, how I'm gonna get around them? And they was kind of big, but the aisle ain't that damn long. And I just tried to go around them a little bit, Daryl. Daryl Barnes, you talking about that? I have fun, but I had to get back to the desk so I can put my helmet back. I mean my earpieces back on, my earphones back on. But I just want to let y'all know. Thank Daryl Barnes, quit messing with me. The Deltas, it was but two of them. See, everybody ain't back in school. So I can imagine what's going to happen at the Prairie View game. Let me tell y'all something. Let me give you a public service announcement right now. Public service. Young people, parents, listen and share this show. I want y'all to know it. If you're going to contact Kevin Allen at TSU about prospects coming to the game, don't do it on the day of. Do it a couple of days and wait on a reply back. Don't just show up at the venue and with an email. Okay? Because don't just show up. Make sure you've got a reply back. Because y'all got to understand when you're doing that, they got what you call it, compliance. You have to watch what you're doing when you do that. They always want to take a black university down. So if you got a prospect and you're young kids, you got a group of kids, team or something, just contact Kevin Allen at TSU. Just go look at Kevin Allen. I ain't got his stuff right there with me right now. But they want y'all to come to the game. But I don't want y'all coming with an email y'all done got from somebody else and talking about it. No, make sure these people reply back to you. And do me a favor. It's no use in trying the Prairie View game. Don't even try that one. Okay? I'm just helping you out. Don't even try to come. It's done. It's sold out. I mean, don't even try the Prairie View game. Okay? All right, we're good? All right. Just don't want nobody to be mad, because we get mad. We get mad. Man, I came up to TSU and then Robert, they didn't. No. Make sure somebody email you back. All right? That is Moody. We can get time in Kentucky. Providence has been, Providence. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that a little later. I like that. We can talk about this. College basketball is heating up. But let me go here and finish this, and then we'll go there. Okay. What I want to do is give you another side, just another side. Okay. I just want to give you some thoughts on the very frightening scene with Damar Hamlin. Okay. In companies, a lot of companies, my company, our rule is let's get it right. Whatever the process, whatever it takes, even on this show, I want to get it right. Communication in this world, when some employees are LA, some in Memphis, some in New York, all over the world, people all over the country in different time zones, but you still want to get it right. You follow me? Communication is not easy. It's not easy. Hold on a second. Communication is not easy. But when that Monday night happened, a lot of people weren't happy with the timeline. A lot of the media people were very critical of the NFL, the same NFL that I was just talking about, right? But if you're an actor, okay, you're an actor, they say the greatest challenge is doing Broadway. Why? Because Broadway is live. This show is live. TV and films and podcasts, they're edited. Okay? All of this live. When I bring Jimmy on here in a minute, it's live. We can't retract everything. It's always, I always find it that broadcasting is harder than podcasting. You know, if we doing this show, if it wasn't live, me and Jimmy, we can cut it up and present it to y'all in any kind, but y'all get it raw. Right? Why? Because it's live. Business is hard when it's live. I'm just giving you another side of the NFL. I just tore their head off, but let me give you the other side. I know a lot of people who work for professional sports teams, right? And franchising. The NFL live game day, listen to me, is a massive, massive undertaking. The NFL has the protocols in place that first responders were on the scene and quite possibly saved Damar Hamilton's life. Now, my young man earlier just said they should have did it. Yeah, but that first responders wasn't there. That's a win to me. The NFL calling the game off, that's a win to me too. I don't want I don't want to get info where, people, some people talking about, but Robert, I don't want to just get this, they just doing this to NFL. I said, let me tell you, well, the coaches are the ones who actually, somebody told me, the coaches are the ones who actually told the officials or the league to stop the game. So what I said, that's okay. Let's say, I gave him an example because somebody, I got people that's always challenged. I said, this is what I told him. I said, let's say this. Let's say this was a national disaster, right? The governor of the state, he's watching on TV from the governor's mansion. The governor calls the mayor, and the mayor calls the National Guard, and the National Guard leader talks to the people on the ground. Y'all follow me? They are seeing the real emotions, the real fear from the people in the floods, in the earthquake. They are managing from the ground. That's what the NFL did, y'all. They leaned on their coaches who were next to the players, listening to the players cry, listening to the players moan. And the coaches said, we can't play this game. And the NFL, which was in New York, said, okay, we're canceling the game. They wasn't there. They lived at the NFL was in New York. The people writing these columns, ripping the NFL, Let me tell you something. Jimmy, you get 3 to 4 chances at a column. You can go have lunch. You can come back and then finish watching writing your column. You can have a sandwich, then start again. You have a copy editor. What if your column was live and you only get one shot at it? That's why I think about why writing deadlines and your baseball writer and the game going to 12 innings. You have to write, but you ain't got but one shot. It's harder. I think sometimes we have to realize that in the media, in this business, this stuff is hard, Doug. Instead of being upset in the process and how decisions are made, we are thankful that the NFL got great EMTs and first responders, very compassionate coaches and very compassionate players, and eventually they got Monday night right. Hopefully, and for what I found out today, saved Damar Hamilton's life. Live, listen, y'all, anything is difficult. I know y'all, Jimmy, we just make this thing look easy. Think about the NFL business. A big chunk of their business is performed live. Right? It's televised. I mean, this is not just putting a camera. This is like putting a camera on a reality show. And you know how that usually ends up, right? People getting divorced every time they get on these reality shows. Just putting on a camera on couples. How many times you see these couples in reality shows separating? You know why? The stress of live cameras. Going. Urgency. I look at it as, I'm telling you, it's possible. I looked at it other night. I just looked at it different. I look at the other night as possibly saving a young man's life. I'm not going to nitpick the process. It's very possible that the NFL was not watching the CPR part. I don't know about y'all. Maybe you have. I ain't never seen nobody dying right there in front of me that I got up and close, right there in front of me like that, traumatic like that. There's a big difference between a player going into just an ambulance or a stretcher and seeing CPR live. Listen to me, even the first responders I know have gone on, did this thing 100 times, said that's traumatic and intense every time they do it. Saving somebody's life, players seeing that, most for the very first time. The NFL does things that I don't agree with. Remember this. I don't like the 17 games, Jimmy. I don't like the preseason. There's an argument against Thursday night football, and these are valid arguments. I don't like them because the guys don't have a quick enough turnaround. You can tell me safety matters when you want these guys to go deal with 60 more punishing and punitive hits. That's in an extra game. Owners, you don't need the money, so why are you doing it? I'm going to tell y'all, ladies and gentlemen, it's called greed. It's called billionaire greed. But in the instant, I think there's a chance that we saved a person's life. That is what I take from what happened on Monday night. Welcome to the show, Jimmy. I had to give my little commentary about it because I told the NFL head off earlier. I let somebody else tear their head off. And then I had to come back and give them a little something. You know how I do. What's up, man?
Yeah.
Thanks for slipping in at the game last night, boy. Jimmy, let me tell y'all something. What I'm pissed off about y'all is, man, I didn't know HBCU basketball was that good, man.
Oh, man, I've been trying to tell you 5 years.
Man, I ain't been going, man, because I guess what? Maybe I
Listen.
hope what?
Listen. This HBCU basketball while school is not in session.
Yes.
So just hold tight. Wait till PV comes to town.
I don't even want to see it.
I bet you. Matter of fact, ain't no bet you. I just talked to to GSU Coach Dante after the game, and I met Dante. I met Dante Jackson. Like I knew his name. You know, sometimes you know people's name and they know your name. But we in the elevator. I'm going to the Final Four one year. He had just got the job.
Mm-hmm.
And so I get to my hotel at the Final Four. I don't remember which city we was in. And so I haven't got to my room yet. So I got my bag. I'm rolling in. So he's on the elevator with me.
Uh-huh.
Or get in or whatever how it is. And I see the GSU. GSU has a special place in the HBCU person's heart because, and me especially, because my mom finished from Grambling.
Mm-hmm.
I was born in Shreveport.
Mm.
All my folks live Shreveport, Minden, Natchitoches, that part up, Winfield, Clarence, all of them was right there as my folk from my mama's side and my daddy's side. So when I saw Grambling, and then my mom's first cousin he was the Ralph Cooper of Grambling for multiple decades.
Mm-hmm.
His name was Ernie Miles. Anybody went to Grambling that watched any news, that followed any sport, he was the Ralph Cooper. That's the best analogy I can give for those that live in Houston. He was the pioneer, he was the media guy down there. And so it was kind of like, so I asked Coach Jackson, yo, Coach, I got a question. Y'all don't recruit Houston? We start there right there with Coach. We got, Texas is hot. Coach, we need to get some, y'all need to at least. And then so you got to realize coaches, he was like, man, cheat sheet. I heard about you. We can get down there, but we just ain't got an end yet. And sometimes, and he said, man, we just can't do a whole lot with no high school kids. We need, they have to be this conference. A high school kid, if we take him and he don't understand what's going on, then it's going to mess up the relationship between the person who influenced him to come. Maybe his grassroots coach, maybe his high school coach. It's going to tarnish their relationship because they would have expected for their ally to give this kid a little bit more favor. And sometimes, in life, favor ain't fair. So, and that's when, and right around that time was when Mike Davis was the coach at Texas Southern, and Mike Davis was echoing the same type of stuff right in the middle of Houston, and he was winning. So now you look at Grambling, Adam, and a school like Grambling that has beaten a couple of Power Fives.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And we got to see them up close last night.
Mm-hmm. I see why.
And it was like TSU put up a good fight.
Yes.
It was a really 2-possession game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Down the stretch. That final score, put like this, they lost by 12 or 13 points. By the way, the final score was 85 to 72.
Right.
Well, that 13-point spread was the largest lead of the game.
Uh-huh.
So down the last minute of the game, Grambling made a run, scored, got 2 or 3 steals in a row, converted them into layups, and the lead went from 6 to 12 or 7 to 13, and just like that. And the game was, you had a little fight in you, but the fight was gone.
Right.
In regard to TSU, reality is set in. But this Grambling team, mind you, Texas Southern, if you don't understand, guess what? Energy means a lot with not just SWAC schools, not just HBCU schools, but with a lot of schools. The crowd, the ambiance of the building helps reverb that energy all throughout and into the players and back into the crowd. That's why, and that's what happens. Well, it's that much harder when school is not in session.
Mhm.
It's almost like,
And it's happening all around the country right now, too.
yes, no school is in session.
Mhm.
So that means if you're on the schedule and you go and playing a team right now at the beginning of January,
It's not a real
if
road
something
game.
play,
Yeah.
you're happy as hell if it's like Jackson State. Like I said, I talked to Coach Jackson last night for Grambling. When they saw the schedule come out that they were playing TSU and Prairie View to open swag play,
Mm-hmm.
they were happy as hell because they knew it immediately. The home court advantage was neutralized. Yeah, you're playing on your own rims.
Right.
But it wasn't that home court advantage. People that came to the game, I know that thanks to the Chop Shop, I don't know, Kevin Allen them can give me the count, but I'm guesstimating about 20 people went to the game from watching the Chop Shop that sent messages. And I think most of them was text messages. I think one of them, Daryl Barnes, I think he did an email. and we gave everybody pretty much the tickets. There were a couple of flaws in regarding to, and I'll explain to you later, guys, something that's really important about the prospects on what age can get those tickets. But this game, man, only at an HBCU game will during the timeout, you get to see people get them kids. Understand, high school kids that they get to see those Greeks get to stepping, and get to going, DJ going, and they're not playing Conway Twitty during the timeouts. Hal. They're not playing elevator music during the timeouts. They're not playing that stuff you hear when you go to the grocery store in Kroger's or in Macy's.
No.
They getting it in, and the sound system sound like,
oh my goodness.
And they got the mids and the highs and the boom and the beats.
Yes.
I mean, understand? You get all of that.
Jimmy, you see the deltas, the two deltas down there getting it right behind me?
Yeah, them the only two that was left in school.
Yeah.
I mean, so just imagine. I totally invite you now.
Right. Jimmy, the Prairie View, don't even invite them because it's going to be hard to get it out.
That's the whole thing. I was about to say.
Yeah.
You better, if you pick your game in advance, because there's a certain allotment of tickets that that's only available. I can't tell you the number because it's a different day, but it's a certain allotment. You can't do this stuff the day of and the day before when school get in. I understand Texas Southern Stadium holds 7,800 people. Yes, it does. But you can go and Google it yourself and Google the last couple of times TSU played Prairie View in the in PE Arena and look at the bottom of the stat sheet. At the bottom is going to always say attendance. And watch what the attendance say for that particular game.
Swole.
If you're going to Prairie View, the Baby Dome holds a little bit over 5,000, around about 5,000 or so.
Swole.
Guess what? It's sold out. So if you want, if space permits, we do our job to help you get some of these young people in the building. Remember, it ain't all about you old heads.
Right.
We're really trying to get some of these young people, that student athletes, to come and get the experience. By default, they get 2 tickets and you get to go with them.
And think about it, Jimmy. These student athletes that's allowed to go in the games, they're going to tell their friends. So their friends might become students at TSU. Their friends become just regular students at TSU. See, that's what sports should attract. Cause I never forget this girl told me, the only reason I went to North Carolina, because I found out Rick Fox was going there. I told my dad, I got to go there. That's the first time I ever heard somebody say that. This a woman told me.
And that was before DMs came out, huh? Wasn't no DMs.
Hey, big head. It was before Hey, big head. She told me flat out. She said, only reason I went, because Rick Fox was there. And I wanted to go to school where he went. So it attracts people. Her daddy, they paid for her to come. So having Rick Fox at that team got them folks some extra bread. But keep going, Jimmy.
And so, like I said, somebody asked the question, and you can pump it on there in the in the thing. Kendrick Lewis
Okay, I got it.
poses a question.
I got it.
I like this question. For some of y'all, it might seem, ain't no bad question. He says, and one quick, what's up with these swag coaches with these I am the swag t-shirts? Adam?
I didn't see none with them. I ain't seen those. I haven't seen them.
I think that's a stance that some coaches have taken
Against Deion.
and it not necessarily against Deion, but in support of Eddie Robinson Jr.
I don't think it.
I'd say either or.
Yeah.
I'm just saying either or. There's no wrong when either you're supporting that shirt is taking a stance, because the comment from Deion Sanders made, not Deion Sanders made, that Eddie Robinson Jr. made towards Deion, you ain't swag. Right? So that means now you're supporting, are you supporting Deion? Are you supporting Eddie Robinson Jr. and their stance? That's basically what the way that I read it.
I ain't see it. He said, one quote, what's up with these swag coats? I haven't seen them wearing them.
And he has another.
When I went to the TSU game, the homecoming,
yeah.
shoot, the vendors out on the street,
Oh.
they had a zillion. I'm swag.
Yeah. Remember, because it was football season. It just can't hit. That was fresh. That was a fresh saying right then.
Yeah.
And how long y'all gonna wear them shirts?
Hey, Jimmy, I don't mind them wearing the shirts. I mean, I ain't got no problem. They are swag, and it's okay. And Deion said, I'm Pac-12 right now. It's okay. Okay. I was swag, but now I'm Pac-12. But that's a good. I mean, that's a good question. That's a good one. I like that.
Now, rarely, while we're on the topic, before we got an acknowledgement to make in just a second. I see one of the messages that's parked in there in the box, Adam, in your box. And Kendrick, we missed another question from you. I like this question right here. He says, I can't see how TSU games don't be packed.
I don't understand.
Let me tell you, it's simple. Because it takes a movement in order to consistently pack a venue. It takes for everybody to reach down and get some young people to come there.
Right.
See, that's why I say it ain't just about you. It's about getting those young people in. Because know what happens? Once them young people come, every young teenager want to be, well, not every, but you know how many of them are. They want to feel like they're grown. That's the next stage of being grown, because you get to go to college. You get to be on your own. So they get to feel that. And guess what happens when you don't even feel like going? What you doing? You doing your homework? Yeah. Mama, can I go to the game? What game? TSU, they playing again? Yeah. Can I go? I want to go to the game. Man, go on. Let's get the hell out of here. Yeah, go on. I'll drop y'all off. So now they're going to come back. And know what they doing while they coming? They telling their homeboys and their homegirls, and they meet me there. Your mama coming? No, my mama ain't coming this time.
No, Jimmy, this is what they said. Jimmy, get what they said.
What?
Pull up. This the set. That's the set. Pull up.
Yeah, pull up. They do say pull up.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know what this the set. What that mean?
This where it's at.
Oh, ain't that something?
Yeah.
They just refuse just to talk regular English. Regular verbiage. But so it takes that, because the experience, that's the whole thing. It's different than we sitting there and understand. I'm saying HBCUs, period, whatever city you in, whatever state you in, it's going to be the same. You know why? Because I can speak for the SWAC.
Uh-huh.
And I said it before. This SWAC season is probably the toughest from 1 through 6 in the history of SWAC basketball. I'm telling you.
But, and I know where you're getting it from. The way they've been whipping on these other folks around the country.
Dude, Grambling beat Colorado.
Yes, sir.
Didn't Colorado go and beat
somebody else beat
Arizona State?
Yeah. TSU beat Arizona State.
TSU beat Arizona State. That was
Dude.
the only loss. Arizona State had gotten to the top 25 in the country, and they finally lost again to San Francisco. Dude, and they just didn't stop with that. Grambling, remember, Grambling beat UTSA by 20. Adam. That's where our little man go. What's little man? DJ Richards.
Yeah.
Grambling came in there and whooped DJ Richards and all the rest of them guys.
By Twanky.
What conference is
I thought that was Southland.
No, it's not Southland.
It's the other one.
It's not the Southland.
USA and USA? Conference USA? I don't know.
In the magazine. Let me see.
I don't know what conference that is, Doc.
No,
Sunbelt. That D White. Sunbelt, man.
Conference USA. Conference USA.
Oh, it's Conference USA. I said that.
Yeah, you said Southland.
Oh, okay. But I said it's Conference USA. What did I say?
Conference USA.
Okay.
So DJ Richards, Josh Farmer. Remember him? Remember him? That the kid that
people thought was good. I thought he was great, but he still might be great.
You got beat by 20 at home to Grambling.
Do that mean you ain't great?
No, that just mean you ain't where you think you supposed to be at.
You know the Thunder beat Boston the other day by 50.
Yeah, but that's a whole different mindset in NBA. A whole different mindset. Okay.
I'm just
we know anybody can beat anybody. Hell, the Rockets beat Brooklyn.
And Milwaukee.
Beat Philly.
And Philly. Yeah.
So it's a different mentality.
All right. Okay. So these guys. Okay.
Yeah, Detroit just beat Golden State last night.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
But Golden State didn't have their dude.
Yeah, but then that's everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah, a lot of people ain't got them dudes.
Everybody. That's everybody, huh?
Right.
That's a part of today's game now. Speaking of don't have the dudes, Texas Southern University did not have two starters in the lineup. And one of them was their leading rebounder, their best pro prospect.
Yeah.
Jordan Carl Nicholas. He was in street clothes. They're already hurting because the backup big guy is gone. Then the other backup big guy, he's on the east sideline. So they had to.
You talking about Grayson Carter?
Yeah.
And Grayson could be a starter if he stayed, if he wasn't injured, Jimmy.
You got John Walker playing center.
John gave all he could last night, man.
But I mean, this goes to show, man, levels.
He gave all he could against them big old dudes. He ain't no post player. He's a slasher.
Well, that's the whole thing. Bottom line, just the depth came in. The depth.
Oh yeah.
Expect them.
But you know what I was proud of? I love Jamatized dude. Keelan Fulbrook.
Yeah. He had 10 points, 2 for 3 from 3-point land. Mm-hmm. And the thing is, down the stretch it came when he had the ball and he could have had a chance to really just take a gamble on himself.
But he shouldn't have tried to do all that. Coach took his ass right out the game.
Yeah, but he was doing that. I can see you making a move toward the basket while you're doing the juke. He stopped a fast break to juke and to just juking back and retreat. And that just ended up getting a turnover out of it.
Jimmy, you know my favorite thing. This is my favorite thing at TSU. When somebody foul out. That's my favorite thing. Go sit down. Go sit down. Then they go sit but go sit down, boy. That boy.
Remember last year when they played Prairie View?
Oh my goodness.
And we was and
I wasn't there. I was out of town.
You wasn't there.
I wasn't there. I wasn't on there.
And the kid fouled out and he didn't want to sit down. So he just waited.
Oh, he did.
He didn't want to sit down. He stood down there like hell. I ain't sitting down. The hell with it. And then waited. And when they finally, it's almost like the refs when he put the ball in play. Like they was down with the move.
So he had his hand crossed like I ain't going nowhere.
At the end of the bench, like I ain't sit down. He said I ain't sit down.
Okay.
So finally, like he sit down like a dead ball later or something. And when they sit down, they put that song right there on cue. Sit down.
Hey, and the band playing too sometime.
Yeah. That band. See, you ain't experienced the band yet.
Oh my God.
The band is going to be sitting in the end zone
right there.
Of the basketball venue.
Right.
You're going to get the whole ambiance once they play I mean, it ain't just a Prairie View, but that's the epic of games.
Right.
Put it like this.
Right.
That
Right.
game there
Yeah.
has more meaning than a regular SWAC
SWAC game.
conference game.
Absolutely.
That game there that's Alabama Auburn.
Yeah.
That's Michigan and Ohio State.
The Hatfields and the McCoys.
When TSU and in basketball, that is.
Yeah.
See, football used to have that at one
Oh, well,
small
okay.
window. And then you remember Prairie View football set records for the most losses in a row. They ended up losing like 60-something games in a row in one span during the 90s. So the football rivalry wasn't the same magnitude. Grambling and Southern Bayou Classic used to have that type of magnitude to it. Both teams would actually be playing for not just bragging rights, but for first place, one or the other. Like Southern was doing or had to do this year. They played and they won first place, and then proceeded to play Jackson State. I think that's what it was. But man, HBCU, man, you got to go check it out. Get these young people out there. Get the young people over there to check out the experience, because you and I both know, you know it already. And some of y'all, isn't that how to do you really think that maybe some of the grown folks, Gary Carter, I see you out there. Do you believe that maybe so many people of influence don't bring the kids or the players there because you don't want them to see reality of how good that you really have to be to even make it on the court for TSU, Grambling, Southern, Prairie View? Is that part? Because you're busting their bubble. Because we saw PJ Bird the other night. We saw Bryson Etienne the other night. PJ Bird went to VCU. Then he had to go to Colorado State. He wasn't moving the needle. They convinced him to go to Southern. Remember, I mentioned Ronnie Courtney's assistant coach when he was at TSU was Jethro Hillman. Jethro was the only white coach, the only one on that Southern bench. Jethro used to be the assistant coach at TSU. So that was a connection. I mean, I'm gonna help influence this kid, and you're gonna take care of him now. You're gonna be like at home. Jethro, good people. Probably the longest. Jethro might be in the record books right now. You know, I love history. Meaning that might be the longest serving white basketball coach in the history of the SWAC. Probably be Jethro Hillman in succession. I'm just thinking about it, you know, for real. He's put in probably 12, 13 years, easy. At least in the SWAC. But my thing is,
Gary came back with a good answer.
Yeah. It's a narrative that of the SWAC that wants to be older. It's hard to take a kid in the program and tell you you're probably on the bench to your sophomore. I love that. But here's the deal. If you can play, they got a kid named Zy Mortal who we watched play with the Houston Defenders. I saw him. I said, that dude, if he qualifies, because it was grades, let's not get this stuff twisted. A lot of people, they felt he had too much work to do. A lot of coaches ain't had that much time to put into a kid that might be at risk academically. So therefore, he goes and slides on through. People say, well, how you get through? Well, hell, in today's society, he ain't just sneak up on nobody. He played on the Under Armour's main circuit in front of hundreds of college coaches. And people make it sound like this dude just fell out the sky, like nobody saw him. They know who he is. He almost broke a rim down at the Doug's Dozen down in Crosby High School 2 summers ago. I thought that rim got to shaking. I said, man, this dude gonna break a damn goal. I mean, that's the force. And now he's learning now to control his body in the air because those same moves that you would do would get by with it in high school against those 6'6" and 6'7". Now you're doing them 6'6" and 6'7", 180s. Now you're doing it against 6'8" and 6'9". That's 240s. That's gonna knock you. And that torque is a different type of torque going up against you. So my thing is, Gary, if you could play, Zay Morty is proving that all freshmen that come in ain't necessarily designed or assigned to the bench. They just don't. Many
You
of them
got to be able to. You got to be able to play. No. You got to be able to come in and compete. And a lot of these guys don't want to go in and compete. They want somebody to hand them something too, Jimmy.
Well, but understand, because many people of influence,
Yes.
Many people always
because y'all get on them people if the guy don't play though. Y'all talk about the dudes when the freshmen don't play though.
No, only the ones who basically bet against the house and say the house, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm finna show you this kid is going to this D1 and he gonna play. He gonna start. Because he the best thing ever, and he gonna go here and this and that. So when you're doing that, you're writing a check, and at some point in time, it's gonna be time to cash it. And for many people, their ass can't cash that check that they write on top of these kids. So that's why a lot of them get quiet. Now, one thing we're speaking of, guess what? Bobby Benjamin wrote a check on his kid, Jordan Ivory Curry.
Bad.
Told everybody. You understand?
Remember, man.
As we talk about these kids, and if you guys know that when we're talking about them,
TSU can use him right now.
Yeah, absolutely. They can use a lot. They've depleted so hard right now. But the thing is with him is that when we talk about these kids, if you know it's for me, it's coming from a space called constructive criticism. It's not coming from a space that some people now, new school, call it hate. You got different spaces in your heart where stuff comes from. I'm coming from giving it to you just like that. And this young man, Bobby Benjamin said, this kid right here, he's been under recruited. He's gonna get his shot, and if he get a shot to go Division I, he gonna show you. He gonna prove it. And he kept performing. They got to the playoffs, and they remember the game they played Yates. This young man got on social media and bet on himself. We said Kendrick Davis was the only one that was the main one that did it. Yeah, because KD did it all the time. So we just got immune to KD talking smack. He did it on social media.
Which kid is this now?
He said, Jordan Ivory Curry said he was going to do the Yates. They don't get it twisted. That was the wrong. Yates team got on him.
Oh, he had.
But he showed he didn't lay no egg.
No, sir.
Nobody expected Lamarck to beat Yates except for Jordan Ivory Curry. But Jordan Ivory Curry showed some things. He even got a 4-point play one time in that game. I mean, and guess what? People heard us talking about him. They wasn't talking about him on ESPN radio. They wasn't talking about him on 97.5. They wasn't talking about him on the 790, 950. They weren't talking about him on the nightly newscast with Channel 11. They weren't talking about him on Channel 2. We was talking about him. So and then as we talking about him, the word got to spread among the Yates faithful.
That's why we couldn't get into place.
So I'm trying to tell you how hype goes. And so people saying, move this young kid, man. I'm gonna see this young kid. Y'all talking about him like that. I want to go check him out. That's what hype does.
Kendrick Lewis talking about was a blowout. No, but he still got his money.
But guess what? And you went there, everybody that left there. Understand, most people that came to that game, they had to stop letting people into the building.
Sure did.
It was a sold out crowd because of the pre-game hype. I mentioned to the fact he went on social media, this young man, and basically said what he was going to do. I don't remember. Only Gary might remember word for word. I might have a clip of it. If you have a clip of it, tell him to send it to you real quick, Alan, so we can play it. Because I like
Gary
that.
Gary right here telling my secrets. Man, I had to go get somebody through the back door.
Yeah.
Get right here, tell him my
That same
secrets.
game,
man.
you did have to go right there.
Yeah. A long ass walkway back there.
Hey man, I'm just saying. But my thing is, people are afraid to do. You don't have to. Everybody, that ain't for everybody. You got to know in your soul that you're a bad mofo.
Look at Rod Wells. Rod Wells a hater, man. Look at it.
He made 4 play. Guess what, Rod Wells? That 4-point play, the degree of difficulty that he did then, he showed people, he showed something on that. That was a Division I, that was a bona fide Division I play that he made. That play that he made on that 4-point play transferred over to the next level. And you saw he went to UTSA, and guess what? He played over there. He played a lot of minutes as a freshman. He averaged double digits. Then he goes on to throw his name out there. And people still, from
he out there putting in work, man. I saw some stuff.
Yeah. He ends up going to Pacific.
Yeah.
The Pacific.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's performing. He's he's on the scout, put it like that. Every damn night he's on the scout. I mean, when the teams are scouting against him. So yeah, man, this is what I'm saying. But my point is, if more people, a lot of people be afraid for their kids to talk their smacks, like, man, you don't want to. Yeah, of course it's gonna rile somebody up. But if you that bad, they ain't gonna be able to, you gonna get yours. You gonna eat.
That kid showed up. See, I didn't know he had talked the stuff. Yeah, I was just going to see him.
See, that was when, remember that Yates had some Division I players on the team. Yeah. They had Antonio. What's his name? Antonio or Antoine? Antoine, the kid who got in trouble. The kid who got the case.
Okay.
I know.
I forget these kids, man. My bad. Too many of them. We got too many good players around here. But that's unique. That's a unique topic.
Yeah, they had Ruben on that team.
Oh,
Ruben
yeah. Norman, yeah.
The kid who got the case.
Play with the hoops, won something.
Dude, that's 2 Division I's. Chooks Division I. The big fella, the other big fella. I mean, that team was, but it was. Think about it. Those ambiances are created a lot of the times through word of mouth. If people hear you talking in the bar about this, people hear about this kid, people hearing about this stuff, then sooner or later, that's like, hell, you heard about some little freshman from Seven Lakes. And we talk about this damn freshman so damn much. You say, you know what?
I got to go see him.
And I ain't up. No, this June. This is high school summer league. Let me go check this little freshman out. You go check him out.
Jimmy, they said they just fired your boy, Chris Beard. Somebody said it. Seneca said it.
That's intriguing right there. Is it on the
line? Yeah. Now Pete just come. It must be you. I know you about to hit your you got to hit your refresh button over there.
Yeah.
You thought he was going to be saved because again.
No, I didn't. No. I just thought that he had a chance to his court date.
Yeah.
I thought he had a chance to his court date. Remember, his first court date is like coming up in this month. So
yeah, it is. Yeah.
Kevin Frazier put the stats up for Jordan Ivory Curry: 21 minutes a game, 10 points a game. That's solid, man.
That's solid as hell.
That's solid.
Hey, is Corey on there? If somebody let me know it's Corey on there, because I got to ask a question. Let me know when Corey Henderson get back on the feed. Oh, there's ass here. Happy J5.
Say, don't ask him nothing about no uniforms, man.
Yes, I am, Jimmy. Yeah, y'all, this is a headline.
You got some versatiles?
Yeah. y'all listen to this, man. That team that Corey supports, the team that he graduated from, that team up there, up 290, Texas, where the Aggies. Y'all, let me read something for y'all, man. Let me read it. Texas A&M trail before the opening tip at Florida, right? A scenario that neither coach had experienced, I even knew was possible, Jimmy, was possible before Wednesday night. Y'all, hold up. Let me finish, y'all. Let me finish. Hold up. Let me put it over here so y'all can see me. Shortly after leaving the court following the final warm-ups, the Aggies realized the managers had left the game jerseys at the team hotel. They double time back to grab them, but the officials hit them with a delay of game penalty, officially deemed an administration technical foul because the start of the game had to be postponed a few minutes. Jimmy. Men. Y'all got to talk to me, man. Somebody got to talk to me. How the hell you forget the uniform? What was you getting? What was you taking? I promise y'all, I can't wait to get off the phone and call every coach I know. Penny, what would you do with your guy? I'm every coach I know, I'm going to say, man, what would you do if that happened? I'm finished, Jimmy. I'm done. I'm done with them people. I'm done with Corey. Corey, you better not never call me talking about that team no more. What else? You got to text me.
They won the game, though.
Yeah, they won, Jimmy.
They won the game. They won the game.
Florida just terrible.
I mean,
yeah.
A&M pulled it together and got a good road win. That's all I can, that's a good thing for them. Just that. Now, one thing about head coach Buzz Williams, that after that game, he fell on the sword for his managers. We know who's in charge of that stuff. His equipment manager.
Oh yeah, Buzz no. Buzz
took it and said, "My fault. I forgot him." They was like, "No, you know what I mean? No, I forgot them."
Oh, he did.
I forgot him. So they knew what he was doing. He kept saying and kept stressing, "I forgot them." Then he explained to him a story.
He said they was in his hotel room.
They was in hotel room,
okay.
You know what I'm saying? He said, "I forgot him." That way, now you quote, which guys, you understand, man. That's a hell of a leadership quality. And even me, that's a teachable moment for me. I gotta learn on that stuff. People, man, y'all ain't do this, man. You misspelled it. No, man, Doug misspelled it. No, I did. I got it. That's a teachable moment. I like that. I like
He
that.
did great. He did great.
So,
proud of you, Buzz. I'm proud of you, Buzz. Buzz, if you was any other school, Buzz, you don't want to be. See, Buzz, no. I came to Marquette to watch him play in the cold.
Yeah, because Jimmy.
I just talking about that Aggie. I ain't never liked that team. I don't know why, man. I'm sorry, Corey. I'm sorry.
Man, one thing I liked about him, I liked that the fact that the powers that be, it was a span of time. Don't get it twisted. We know how it went down. People inside the loop, but they provided guys like Byron Smith and made a job for him. That was unheard of at A&M. They created a job that didn't even exist, a title that didn't even exist for Byron Smith at Texas A&M.
Okay.
Because of DeAndre Jordan.
Okay.
Don't get it twisted now.
Alfio says, why your Cash App going crazy? Alfio, what you done did, baby?
Oh, he made bets, I guess, on Beard. So Alfio must not be a Beard. He's not a Beard supporter.
Oh, no, he's a realist. He a realist.
So
Jimmy, I thought they was gonna squeak. I swear I thought they was gonna wiggle him out of it, man.
Well, understand.
I thought so.
For this to happen means that something else has transpired since the young lady has came forth and attempted to retract her accusations of what happened, of what was reported that had happened that night. Something else had to come forward, some other piece of damaging evidence, or a slate of occurrence of consistent behavior patterns. Something must have came forth for this to happen like this now, because that was the thing. You were going to give due process to the whole thing, and we thought, okay, well, here goes what I say. So RT Rodney Terry, the interim head coach, would have to beat Texas Tech. I said he would have to beat Kansas and have to beat Baylor. I didn't say he had to beat Kansas State. Obviously, you see what happened. He had to beat Kansas State. They didn't see Tane coming. And that's a whole nother topic that I'm just so proud of what he's doing. Do you realize their record right now, Hannah?
They ain't lost but one game.
They like 18-1. And Tane came and
He made very use of that, good
energy.
use of that transfer portal. Let me know when you're back, baby. There you go, you back. You back? Oh, you froze again. How long will you wait for Chris Beard? I don't know. How long it'll take for him to reappear? I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
Well, and that's another thing. Is it going to come out probably in the report? Is it
just show call?
Oh, that mean without pay. That mean no buyout.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I hadn't read it. You know, they put out a statement. I'm on the show, so I hadn't read it. Once it make it to the media and you change clothes in a mugshot, that mugshot got him, Jimmy. I said that. I told you that day. I said, Jimmy, that man in a mugshot already. I mean, not mugshot, in that uniform already. But I found out they give everybody a damn uniform when they get down there. Man,
you got to realize now they had a chain of events.
No buyout, Jimmy. So they can just fight him, man.
Yeah, if it's show clause, if he violated the contract, and they know that's the whole thing. So that means what I'm saying. They jumping here to gun. So that means they must know that. I'm thinking that here's what I'm thinking. The administration must know that Beard possibly was prepared to enter a plea to make this thing go away and just take a plea, maybe to drop it as a misdemeanor or something, misdemeanor assault or something.
Well, that's admits guilt.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They must have something. I mean, because for the timing of it is funny.
I didn't think they was gonna fight this man. And if I was Texas Tech, I'd hire him back.
No, not right now.
I said, if I was Texas Tech, that's how I am. Come on back, Beard. We didn't like you.
I mean,
come on back, Beard. Now, don't you hit your gal no more. Let her smack them glasses off your face and break your glass. Go get you some more glasses. That's what they need to tell.
For Beard, it takes time. Time heals most wounds. Chris Beard would have to go do some substance abuse or some counseling, right? Maybe go to John Lucas, go into the Next Step program, or whatever the name his new one is. I know that's what he used to have down in Houston, and you have to go through that. Take his mustache off. You got to be a new look, right? A new look. Go and film yourself going into the cancer ward at the MD Anderson Hospital, one of the leading cancer hospital in the United States of America. Go down there, befriend one of those kids, make some videos. It takes time. And then, like I say, show yourself, roll up your sleeves, giving out some stuff during the holidays to some of the unfortunate kids. It just takes time.
But I can't stand her, man.
Man,
I can't stand her, man. She always got something to say, man. She always got something to say.
Man, oh my goodness.
Hey, man, Chris Beard, man, God. Boy, I wonder how little mama feels now.
I'm just telling you, time gonna tell, because she already went out there for this statement. So now they're gonna be Bonnie and Clyde now. She got to stay in the boat and roll on down. And she's from down in the Lubbock area.
But don't you know, every time she say something ignorant to me, I'm gonna say, girl, you messed me. You messed us out of all that bread. Hello?
She ain't got nothing to show for it now.
Nothing.
He ain't been with her for a few years.
Yeah, baby, you should have just let me choke you and let me get over with. I mean, no, I'm just saying. I'm talking about now, y'all. I'm just saying, what the hell is going on out here? She got to leave it. She got to go get her another dude with $7 million a year, man.
No, they know no. Her luck ain't good.
But Jimmy, all you got to do is don't break the girl. Don't tell her, baby, don't break my glasses, baby. Me and you can be cool, but don't break my glass. Boy, this crazy, man. Yeah, Sonya asked a good question. Are they still together? That's a good question.
I mean, you'll know when they go to court. When he go to court, trust me, the camera's still going to be on him when he go to court.
Okay, that's a good point. All right.
When he goes to court, it's in January. Within the next 10 days, he's supposed to go to court or something like that. Next 10 to 14 days. So
Man, I'm done with y'all.
So you see, they're gonna walk in it. Are they gonna walk in the courthouse holding hands?
Dude, I'm done.
Hey man. So that's that. You have it on that. Of course, we're getting ready. We almost
there, Jim. Yeah, we at the bell, baby. We done got through this week.
Yeah.
Anything y'all want to talk about? You had something else, Jimmy?
Oh man. Other than that, the district standings are updated again.
Okay.
On the website. So they had district high school games Tuesday, Wednesday. We have the standings updated, and we'll continue to have those things updated every 2 to 3 days, going through the rest of the regular season, which would, for your viewing pleasure, that's on the website rcssports.com.
Are there any surprises?
Early on, everybody only played like 2 or 3 games.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you talk about teams or district standings?
District standing. Oh, they ain't played but a couple games.
Well, yeah, there's always a surprise in every classification, Hatter. And I would say Katie Jordan is one of my surprises on how they've been dominating everybody except Seven Lakes in that district over in that
And
Katie,
Jordan got who on that team?
But they got a little kid to talk about in the VIP news.
You got a little hope?
They got Holt on that team. He's running the show. He's the floor general, okay. Right? But they have a 3-point shooter, Hatter, and you got to look in the VIP news. He's one of the top unsigned seniors. One of the top shooting guards, unsigned seniors in all of the area, and he's probably, I'm not sure, but he's probably leading the entire state in 3-pointers made. Right?
What's his name? I heard about his name. What is his name?
I want to chop his first name up, but it's like Macias,
okay.
Something like that. Macias, something like that.
Who you got, TCU or Georgia?
And his last name, huh?
Who you got, TC? Chad Grove said, who you got, TCU or Georgia?
And the last name is Herrera on that little kid.
Herrera, that's all.
TCU or who?
Here you go. A Georgia in the national championship. Right there. In the national championship.
Oh, shit. I mean, I'm going with Texas. You remember, I remember during I don't know if you guys, last week in the playoffs, I went in, we counted them up. I put it on Twitter that it was like, I want to say 79 players on the TCU roster is from the state of Texas. I'm going to say at least 79 because there's always a couple of kids that might have really been from Louisiana but moved there because of the hurricane. And then they still, when they get to college, they'll claim that city as their real hometown because in the college bios, they only put what you put down, where you from. And you put it down, that's what they're going to roll with. So there's at least 79 players on the TCU roster that are from the state of Texas. That is huge. Don't get it twisted. Georgia has 78 from the state of Georgia. 78 out from Georgia. 78. And TCU 79. So I'm rooting for Texas with that because it would do so much for the Big 12. Mean indirectly it does so much for U of H. It does so much for all of the other schools that are left because of Texas and OU's soon to depart process into the SEC. So hope that answers your question, Big Chad. What's going down? Now, who you rooting for, Chad? Okay, I see. You say TCU. There you go. Hey man, do you realize the young fella was at TCU? He's supposed to been in this backfield. Zach Evans.
Yeah, but he gone pro.
I understand that, but he was at TCU at first.
I know, but he at Ole Miss.
He left and went, and then he ended up at Ole Miss this past season, right?
Yeah.
But this was his back. This team was, when he went there, this team was building something. And you know, your wide receiver still there, Shadrack. He's still at TCU.
Oh, Shadrack, okay.
Yeah, Shadrack is still at. When they went there, I think both together.
Shadrack, man. You know what? I guess I have cheer for because I don't like Georgia. So yeah, I got to cheer for anybody but Georgia.
Hey man, I could root for Georgia. Herschel Walker just make me. I just can't. I just can't. And guess what? We watched the game this past weekend. Me and one of my high school buddies, Rodney Hampton. We watched the semifinals together the other day, and so we was out there watching the game. And he's rooting for Georgia, but at the same time, he ain't just going gung ho. He loves New York Giants. He root for Georgia, but he loves the Giants. The Giants still give him a check. To this day, he get a check from the Giants. but
yeah, happy Founders Day to whatever that mean. Whatever y'all J5.
Whatever y'all said mean. And what else we had? It was something else I had you guys before we get up out of here. We'll talk tomorrow about the
No, ain't no tomorrow, pimp. You mean Monday.
Today is Thursday.
Yeah.
We at the end of the week.
Yes, sir.
We made it through this thing. The NCAA, by the time
out of here,
you guys will get all of the news by the end. Of course, the NCAA, we'll talk about them. They're going to expand the tournament in a couple of years from the 68 teams it is, 4 play-ins, and it's going to expand to like 90. And just a matter of what year that is actually going to happen. We will have more details on that on Monday. Also, the NCAA is going to increase the permissible benefits for the student athletes. That's going to include more pay for travel, more pay for, how about this? For elite training away from school.
I like that.
I say this again. For more, the NCAA is going to expand the permissible benefits to include more pay for travel for elite training away from the school.
Yes. So your gurus, you going to? We're going to pay for that. We're going to give you that check. Jimmy, that's good. Let's check it.
No, they're not going to pay for it.
What?
They're going to allow you to do it because now what comes into play is.
Oh, they ain't going to pay for it?
Well, no, illegally.
Oh, they said they're just going to allow it.
That means now, because the question is coming into play. If this guy, remember, you're not supposed to do one thing for one player that you don't provide for everybody. So if you're letting one star come in and you're working them out for free, right? And nobody else is, and you're not working the other guys out for free, you're charging the other ones, then that's an impermissible benefit. You can get the people in trouble. They get on the hot list. So now they'll instruct people not to come there anymore. So that's now what they would do is if you go into, let's say, a TJ Ford now, he don't have to charge. He don't have to go and charge you $1 or whatever. He can say it on the thing. Yeah, I'm giving him complimentary workouts. So that's what it would like, or John Lucas, or some of the other guys that are designer workout guys in the area. So shout out to that. We'll talk about that more next week as well. But we got to get on down here, man. Have you guys shared the show? That's the magic question. I need you to share the show to your timelines. Share the show on your way out the door. And we want to give, as you just posted on the screen, a happy early birthday, a couple of happy early birthdays. One for Wesley Yates III. His birthday is tomorrow. And we see Mate, who's on the screen. Her birthday is this weekend.
Oh, okay.
If I'm not mistaken, this weekend I see on the social media page they got a big they spread and they partying right now. But
Man, I'm a big. Guess what, Jimmy? You know I'm on the road with the team this weekend.
you going down there to the
I
cotton.
like it. I've been there before. Pine Bluff, and then what the itty bitty Mississippi. I call it itty bitty. In Abina.
That might be the worst two-step trip that in the SWAC, right?
That's all right, man. I like them
that might be the worst one right there. Guess what? Neither one of them jokers ain't won a game in the SWAC yet, so you got a chance. Neither one of them, right? TSU is 0-2.
Oh,
And Prairie View is your traveling partner, so TSU plays Arkansas.
oh, Prairie View lost last night,
Yeah,
but they won and won because they beat what's called.
I know, but neither one of those other two teams that TSU are playing have won.
So wait a minute. So Southern went and beat Prairie View by how much? I didn't even see it.
They beat them by double digits.
What?
Yeah, man. No. I'll take that back. Southern PV came through at the end, closed it down to like a possession. They won they barely won, but it was the game was, PV came and ran out of time. PV ran out of time. But you gotta realize PV is without Ricky Doc Nelson. That's their floor general. Just like TSU, it's without PJ. What's PJ last name?
Bird.
Your point guard at TSU.
Oh, PJ Henry.
PJ Henry is out. Of course, last night, Jordan Carl Nicholas did not.
Broke my heart. Broke my heart.
Right? So that's two starters that is out. PJ, we don't know. PJ Henry, he's not going to play at this trip at all. So Carl Nicholas, I don't know if he's going to play or not this weekend. You probably have an insight on that. If Carl Nicholas,
I ain't talking to me about it.
And meanwhile, we talked about Grambling. Hell, Grambling, one of their starters, is out for the year. He's out. They have a kid that's one of their best players, and he didn't play. It was 4 players from Grambling's roster from Wisconsin. I was talking about earlier about when I talked to Coach about relationships. 4 players on Grambling's roster is from Wisconsin.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's more players on their roster than from Louisiana and Texas combined.
Yeah. They got to connect up there.
Indeed. And guess what? It's working out for them. What's that number down there, Todd Biley?
And Jordan Carl Nichols is not suspended?
No, he's not suspended. He took a spill in overtime against Southern. He meant talking about from earlier this year. No, he came back since then, Sterling Vaughn. That was back against Arizona State you're talking about when he got benched. And he didn't play he didn't play for a couple of games. He's been returned to action. And then on the other day, he suffered like a hamstring or a slight leg injury.
Something down in this area.
When he going for a loose ball under that goal. Remember the day when the floor was sweating? So he was the casualty. He's the and that's the worst casualty could happen of that wet floor saga from Texas Southern, sweaty floor.
It was nice and cool in there last night.
Yeah, there was no slipping last night on that joke. Somebody text me that. Hey, Jimmy, watching the game on the live stream. Is the floor wet? No, come on, man. Y'all, it wasn't like it's lack of air conditioner. Somebody just forgot to turn it on.
No, it wasn't. No. Did nobody forget? I'm gonna tell the truth. Somebody requested it off because it was cold in the gym. They requested it off. And you got to crank that big building got to crank that thing all the way back up. And then people coming in the building sucking all the air out. It just wasn't able to do it. The next day it was perfect. But somebody because school's out and wasn't nobody in the gym and somebody telling me it's cold in the gym. So now they got in protocol. Can't nobody just call. It says cold and cut the air off in the gym no more. So
that hurt.
Yeah.
Now, health-wise, this young man suffered that injury as a direct result of that floor being, and they tried their best. They had 2 or 3 guys wiping that thing on every dead ball on both ends, and when it was almost, it had got to a point. It If those referees would have been a different set,
They would have called that game.
they would have stopped that game. Them
But
referees.
no, you know what though? People wasn't slipping. It was just when the sweat was hitting the floor too much. The floor wasn't slippery. It's when the sweat or somebody fall and we didn't get that. We weren't cleaning that thing up
Well,
good.
a regular wipe with the regular towels
Yeah.
would normally saturate any type of the moisture. The moisture wasn't able to come back up. A shoe normally can get that when you wipe your shoe over that. That wasn't happening in with 100% compliance on the other
Yeah.
night. So that's
Yeah.
the thing on that.
Last night was history. First night ever that I ever put a pair of
Under Armour.
Under Armour shoes on.
No,
my
Chris,
entire
put some
life.
golf shoes. You put the
No,
golf.
I didn't never wear them. You remember he gave them to me, I wouldn't wear them. Because I tried them on and they was raggedy. They was raggedy. I tried them on. They kind of hit on the back of my feet and I didn't put them on. But that's the first time and one of the most comfortable shoes I put on. Thank you, Stephon Curry. Yes. I got to tell you, Jimmy, because guess what? I never wore 'em. First time in history. Last night. And guess what, Jimmy? You know how you got a million shoes stacked up in the closet. I'm trying to use some that I haven't used before, right? In a long time. About 5 years, I never wore the shoe. Guess what? The sole done the sole rotted out on the thing, Jimmy. You know them Air Max Airs with the big high thing on it? Man, I come in the gym, Jimmy, half of my sole was coming off. But thank God, shout out to the team at support team at TSU. They went and got me a fresh pair of kicks. And I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I love them. Y'all can't get them back. I love them.
Shout out to them. Also, shout out to Southern Assault. I see you, Rick Brown. Southern Assault, the grassroots basketball program based out of DFW, has received their own sneaker from Adidas. I mean, you realize that's the new thing now.
Okay.
And remember Duncanville up at the Les Schwab Invitational last week up in Portland. And remember, that's why I was supposed to get up that thing, but the damn flights, I couldn't get up out of there. All those flights was messed up last week. And the event that Duncanville got upset in the championship, the teams the 4 out-of-state teams that go there, Nike makes them their own shoe, made them their own shoe. So Duncanville has their own, it's a lifestyle shoe, it's an Air Force One, which used to be a basketball shoe. It's a lifestyle shoe nowadays, but it's a cool. So now as that and in production, Adidas can come back. That's the new thing. So now teams are going to get signature teams. Well, you're going to expect to see more of that.
That's
They will
good.
get their own shoe. So shout out to Southern Assault.
Shout
Man,
out
that's
to them.
great because it's great for the state of Texas. But just hope that some of those Southern Assault teams, speaking of which, don't forget, spring is all my efforts go toward the spring icebreaker starting next week. It's time to get everybody locked and loaded. That's March the 17th through the 19th in Houston. And we're expecting somewhere around 300 teams again. And
Don't forget to unblock your phone.
I got to unblock my phone. Yeah.
That's
got
an inside joke right there, y'all. Y'all get that. Y'all ain't gonna know about that one. But
Go check my phone, man. I get over to the phone. I got that one charging up. I got to get the mother phone. Get up out there. I got to go to meetings. See you guys, man, on Monday. We got to bounce up out of here.
Yeah.
Appreciate the love on the Chop Shop, but we need you guys to share the show on your way out the door. Once again, share the show on your way out the door. Rod Wells, no updates on Carrera. They are going to have that deal done by the time Monday roll around. But it won't be the same deal that you saw before. Bottom line, Carrera, his ankle, they're gonna have to make some concessions and put some stipulations in there, some if-thens on if he's gonna have to play a certain amount of games.
And some team protections too.
Yes,
Teams
to protect them.
Yeah.
To protect the Mets. They want him.
Right.
So and ain't nobody else, not many other teams is in contention or in position to pay him that type of money because the market done dried up.
Right.
Everybody made their moves. So where can he run? So the Mets know they have leverage. Now they have leverage. 49ers, say 49ers. The Giants don't want your ass back over there. You embarrassed them. They don't even want you now. They moved on. And we good. We good right here. Maybe the Dodgers, they vetoed it. They had thousands of emails that came through and phone calls begging upper management, don't take this cheater. Yeah, they didn't want Carrera. Okay, cool. You got
Rod Wells, don't call it in the end of the show with that, man. We got to get out of here. I'll see you later, man.
Yeah, man. So yeah, we up out of here, man. See you guys, man, on Monday. Peace. Have a great weekend. Chop shop. We up out of here.
We out.
Jim Hicks, Rob Hatter. You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the Chop Shop.